Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm very happy to have you guys here and welcome to the first video in the autumn fragrance series. You have no idea how excited I am to officially start talking about heavier fragrances. Like you probably know if you have been watching my channel for a while, these are my kind of fragrances. These are the fragrances that I love to wear. These are the fragrances that are the most me fragrances in a way, even though I can appreciate more summery fragrances or fragrances created for very high heat, brighter, airier, fruitier, lighter, breezier. But my zone, like my comfort zone definitely includes heavier fragrances. I love spices, I love tobacco, I love honey, I love rose, I love oud. I love overall fragrances that are, let's just say, maybe perhaps a little bit darker or much more dense in a sense, gourmands, Middle Eastern leaning fragrances. These are my kind of fragrances. So in today's video, I want to give you some recommendations or some suggestions for this upcoming autumn season. I decided to include some body care products as well. I have here two body lotions, one body. It's a glittery product, basically. It's a glittery product. And I also decided to include two oils that would be extremely versatile to have and to use them alone or layered this upcoming autumn winter season. Now, before I start, let me know in the comment section what are some fragrances that you are so excited to wear once the temperatures drop. Let me start with the body care product. Now look, you know I spoke a lot this summer and last summer of a product from a brand called Lirene, a Polish brand, and I spoke a lot about their coconut shine. Now, when I went to do the groceries at the supermarket, I'm the kind of person, I always go to the cosmetic aisle and I always just like look there. I smell a few things here and there. But yeah, when I went to that aisle, I saw they had a stand with a lot of summery products and they had a sale going on because it was basically like the end of the summer season here in Romania, you know. And I saw this product called Body BB. It's called Body Makeup Balm. And then when I saw Body Makeup Balm, I was intrigued. I was like, what do they mean by a body makeup balm? Here it just says a body BB that has tanning properties. Now look, I've tried this product. It doesn't give you like actual tan. It's not like a fake tan, but the kind of pigment it has, I have to say, it does emphasize. If you naturally have a tan, it emphasizes it even more. And let me just, do you see this color for the product? It's much darker compared to the previous one. And let me just show you a little bit. Look, either I will show you, I am trying to show you in the video as well, but if I feel like the camera will not do justice to how the product looks, I will just do a close-up and then we'll show you in the close-up. It's a much more of a bronzy and highly shimmery, highly pigmented kind of product, and you can see kind of has a sheen if you have any special events in your life, if you have a beautiful tan going on at the moment, or if you just want to look a little bit more bronzy and glowy for any event of your choice. And if you have this brand in your local area, please try this product, you guys. When I saw how amazing it is, I went and I bought two more, extremely affordable, you guys. It was around €7, I feel like. Yeah, around €7. Yeah, 6 or 7 euros. Crazy affordable, and it looks so beautiful. Again, I don't know if the camera will pick it up because I have a very strong light in front of me, but it's amazing. So this is the first one, and this smells much better than the other one. This smells much better than the previous one. Let me continue with two body lotions. Let me mention first one that I think you can find pretty much everywhere in the world. I don't have a lot of it left because I used it a lot. I've had this body lotion for a while in my collection. I remember even for New Year's Eve, this was the body lotion that I used. This is from Victoria's Secret and this is their Bare Vanilla Golden. Let me read you the note on the background. So it says sugared tonka, orchid blossom, and bare vanilla at golden hour. What a description, wow. So how this smells like, you guys. I have to say, I just placed an order. I dropped the cap, never mind. I placed an order a while ago on Victoria's Secret and I wanted to purchase more body lotions because I was running out of the ones that I have, and I knew I wanted something made around vanilla. So I purchased a lot made around vanilla, including this one, Bare Vanilla Golden. First time I smelled it, you guys, in all honesty, you know what it has reminded me of? It reminded me of the smell of Panadol. And if you know Panadol, you know that is like a cough syrup that you, at least if you are my age, and maybe you live in Romania, You know, there's the cough syrup a lot of parents used to give to their kids when they were sick. Smelled a little bit like Panadol. Orange flavor. I don't know why orange. I know Panadol has like two flavors. One is pink, one is orange, I feel like. But never mind. Once this sets a little bit on your skin, it's not your boring plain vanilla to me. This is a vanilla. This, I hope I haven't put it on my nose. This is the kind of body lotion that you can wear in the summer as a base, spring, autumn, winter. It's extremely versatile because it doesn't smell like a baking or like a cooking kitchen style of vanilla. I know it's not like a vanilla essence forward the body lotion to me. It smells warm. Definitely a little bit orangey. Maybe this is why I get the resemblance to the cough syrup in the orange flavor. But it smells warm, it smells sweet, it smells dense, vanillic, yet with a twist. It's not just a vanilla body lotion. I love to use this one with pretty much everything in my collection. I feel like it's one of those products that's just extremely versatile. Yeah, just extremely versatile. So if you were on the hunt for a body lotion made around vanilla, there's not your plain boring vanilla that you can use in warm season, in cold season, everything in between, during the daytime, during the nighttime. This is it. I even used to mix this one in like a different container with a little bit of body glitter, and I made like my own DIY highly scented body oil, you know. Yeah, amazing product, amazing product. And the next one, now look, this is for my Romanian audience or for my Turkish audience, or for anyone who has the brand called MYSU available in their country. I know this is made in Turkey, so I'm not really sure what's their availability, let's just say, on a worldwide scale. But if you're based in Romania and if you have a MYSU stand at your local mall, definitely smell this body lotion. This is inspired by Scandal from Jean Paul Gaultier, and this is W25 Sky Blue. Whatever the name, honestly, the name does nothing for how this fragrance smells like. This smells just like Scandal from Jean Paul Gaultier. So if you have any inspirations of Scandal, or if you know someone who loves the DNA of Scandal, gift them this body lotion. It smells just like Scandal, so it's this very sweet, warm, rich, honeyed tuberose in a sense, with some vanilla and some patchouli, but the patchouli doesn't even shine that much, honestly. It's just the vanilla and the florals that shine here. I loved to use this one. Look, honestly, I wore it in summer as well as a base, and I layered it with Teriaq, and it emphasizes even more the honeyed caramel facet in Teriaq. This one, you guys, with Teriaq from Lattafa for a date night, or just going out with your friends, or when you want something that feels very feminine and playful, yet with richness, yet that makes a statement in a sense, but nothing too edgy, too artistic, too creative, too challenging. Something like this. Or even if you have the OG body lotion from Scandal, definitely use it as a base and layer it with Teriaq by Lattafa. You will smell divine. Oh my god, you will smell so good. Yeah, I also want to highlight two oils. Now look, I want to highlight more of the concept, and you search whatever you have locally in your area. I have myself two oils from Rogue Perfumes. These are from Dubai collection. The brand Rogue Perfumes sells oils that are inspired by different designer or niche fragrances. I have here two that are inspired, one niche, one designer. So I have here an oil that's called Cinnahoney, and this is inspired from a fragrance called Oajan from Parfums de Marly. Hold on, because I cannot open it. Yeah. I haven't smelled Oajan, but I have smelled fragrances similar to this. This smells like a honey accord with a lot of dusty cinnamon sprinkled on top of the honey, a little bit of vanilla. This is how it smells to me. Very beautiful, very sweet, a dash of patchouli as well in the dry down, and some gentle woody accords. This works amazing layered with anything like, for instance, December Vanilla from Paris Corner. Teriaq, even if you want to make Teriaq a little bit more fall and winter. Even though to me that fragrance shines all year round as a reference. Amber Oud Tobacco, have I mentioned that fragrance? This works amazing with Khamra, this works amazing with Khaltat Night, this works amazing with anything made around a warm praline accord, for instance, or a warm vanillic spicy forward fragrance. Anything with apple, anything with cinnamon, anything with honey even. This is an oil that's extremely versatile to have in your collection, to use alone, Rarely I use it alone, I mainly use it layered, but this is the kind of oil that works amazing for the autumn season. This just smells like autumn, honestly, and I feel like with this kind of oil, even though, let's just say, maybe you are reminded of few other fragrances or like few different fragrances when you smell it, however, to me, it manages to make any fragrance, it gives it a more of a powerful statement edge, you know, it gives any fragrance a bit of an oomph added to it. And the next oil that I have here again is from Rogue Perfumes. This is called Fume Cherry, and this is inspired by Cherry Smoke, I think it's called, from Tom Ford. Now, everyone who said that they are tired of the DNA of Lost Cherry and they want a fragrance with cherry that smells a little bit different, this is something that's worth looking into. Now, look, to me, this is not just a feminine fragrance. This could easily be categorized as a unisex fragrance because it has an added dark green accord, a little bit of a grounding element as well. But overall, I don't know why it smells very creative in a sense. It's a cherry dominant fragrance with some nutty almondy facets with a beautiful grounding dark green accord. This, you could use it layered with anything made around cherry, again anything with tobacco, you know, this is extremely versatile to use as a standalone fragrance, to use as a layered fragrance. Now, I know this brand also sells EDP, like actual fragrances, like eau de parfum fragrances. For all the fragrances that are oil based, you have their EDP version. Yeah, I haven't tried the EDP version for these two, but I feel like the oils are amazing, and the oils are overall a very good way to start with because you can mix and match with your body lotions, you know. Let's just say maybe you really love a scent profile, then you could purchase the actual fragrance as well and then use them layered together, you know. Yeah, let me put all the body products aside and let me go into the fragrance category. So let's start with a transitional that's a great start. So you guys, let's start with a transitional fragrance, the kind of fragrance that personally I loved it in summer. However, I feel like now in autumn it can truly shine as well, and it's not too boring, it's not too soft, it's not too anything like that. I have an inspiration. I do not own the OG fragrance in my collection. I have an inspiration that's called, look, I have to say the name out of my mind because the font is all rubbed off. This is called Lira X from the Turkish brand called Lorinna. If you haven't watched, oh my god, I haven't posted the review. Wow, yeah, I have to post the review because it's uploaded and it just is on unlisted. I have to post the review. This is their inspiration of Lira from the Casa Morati line from Sershov, you guys. And this, let me just show you. I loved this fragrance and I still love it. To me, this is a tad deeper, a tad denser, and a tad more pastry gourmand leaning than their inspiration of Devotion, which, by the way, I have used up completely. I adored that fragrance, but I feel like Devotion works great in warm season. In warm season, it works amazing. In cold season, for my taste, let's just say I have other fragrances that I feel like I gravitate towards them much more. But let me tell you how this fragrance smells like. So this, you guys. This smells, you guys, like a lemon cake, legit, like you take out from the oven a lemon cake with some lemon zest there. You cut it in half and you syrup it up with a concoction made with sugar, with lemon essence. This is how it smells like, you guys. This is how it smells in the opening, the lemon. The lemon is so beautiful. It's not the kind of sparkling acidic lemon that you have in Devotion. It's a lemon accord that feels a little bit more zingy in a sense. It smells like lemon peel with some freshly squeezed lemon in a sense. This is such a beautiful inspiration. I have actually smelled the OG fragrance. I've smelled Lira. To me this actually feels a little bit more complex than Lira. And also in Lira the lavender shines much more. Here I don't detect any lavender. And honestly, I'm not mad because lavender is not really my favorite note in feminine fragrances, you know. This smells just like a dessert, like I told you, a lemon cake. And now the nutty quality shines as well, like I told you. Lemon cake, you syrup it up and you put some almond flakes there. Beautiful fragrance, perfect for a date night or for just any occasion when you want to feel very put together. You know, you want to smell good, you want to feel very feminine, you want something that is not too intrusive, because this fragrance is not a beast mode, but the performance is decent for the price. But overall, you just want to feel very like playful and feminine, and you want to smell very sweet and delicious and edible. This is the fragrance. Now let me continue with another fragrance. This next fragrance is called Lush Cherry from Fragrance World. Look, I rarely use any inspiration of Lush Cherry as a standalone fragrance. Not that it smells bad, because it doesn't. I love how it smells, you guys, but to me, as a standalone fragrance, it's a little bit too simplistic for my taste. But this one, layered, this is the perfect topper, or like fragrance topper to use in autumn, winter, because it will add to any other fragrance. Just this beautiful cherry compote with a warm nutty almondy facet and with vanilla. Feels very round, very smooth, very dense. Again, not the craziest beast mode fragrance, but this is why this one as a topper gets the job done, and it adds such a beautiful nuance to any fragrances. I love to wear them layered, you guys, just like I wear Yara layered. Mainly, I rarely wear Yara as a standalone fragrance. This works layered the best as well, in my opinion. If you enjoy it as a standalone fragrance, use it as a standalone fragrance, but this layer just adds a whole different vibe to a fragrance. Yeah, cherry compote, you guys. This smells like, oh, this smells like cherry compote. Cherry, bitter cherries with almonds, with vanilla. But in the opening is the cherry that's the most dominant, and then slowly as the fragrance develops, let's just say the ratio between the cherry and the almondy facet starts to change a little bit. The cherry slowly but surely tones down, and then the nutty almondy quality starts to shine a little bit more with the vanilla. It's almost like once that beautiful, almost like sweet and sour compote style of cherry accord tones down, it's almost like you smell the cherry, smells like that with vanilla, because I feel like the almondy nutty quality goes a little bit into that direction, you know. Beautiful fragrance, beautiful. It's dark, it's fruity with some depth, not too challenging. As a reference, if you feel like this is too, perhaps you have this fragrance, perhaps you have another inspiration. If you feel like this is a little bit too plain as a standalone fragrance, first of all, definitely layer it. But if you would like to layer this fragrance without changing too much its scent structure, yet would like to add a different facet to it, layer it with the oil inspired by cherry smoke. I feel like what this combo will do, overall the Fume cherry oil will just add a lot of darkness and depth to this scent profile in particular. The cherry will be the star of the show, the cherry, the bitter cherry, those will be the star of the show, the stars of the show, but you will have a lot of depth added. And also guys, I have to mention this combo as well. If you have Arabian Stonka or any other inspirations of Arabian Stonka, please do yourself a favor and do few spritzes of anything inspired by Lost Cherry after you apply Arabian Stonka, when I tell you that that combo is a compliment magnet, and not even it's just a compliment magnet, but it smells amazing, you guys. It smells amazing. Now, a fragrance that works better all year round, I've even mentioned it at the beginning of the video, is this one, Teriaq by Lattafa. I love this fragrance, you guys. I genuinely love this fragrance. And like I've mentioned, please have faith when it comes to this fragrance. This fragrance ages like fine wine. If you have it in your collection, if you totally hated the way it smelled, please just let it sit a little bit. Let the universe do its magic. Smell it again in a few months, let's just say a month and a half, close to 2 months. The fragrance, it will evolve and transform in such a beautiful way. The leather accord that was very dominant in the opening of the fragrance now will just act as a subtle facet behind all these beautiful gourmand accords. That beautiful nutty almondy quality started to shine even more. The fragrance overall doesn't feel flat in the opening like it felt when I first tried it. Feels like such a rich and dense and beautiful and complex and layered fragrance. This just smells like baked fruits sprinkled with almond flakes and with a beautiful honeyed caramelized concoction. Like pears and apricots. This is how it smells like to me. I smell pears in this fragrance, by the way. I don't know why. Yeah, a staple in my collection, a staple not only in warm season, but a staple all year round. So let's move on slowly but surely to some heavier fragrances. But before that, look, I want to highlight a fragrance. Why I just say highlight and not like actual mentioning it is because I haven't mentioned it at all on my YouTube channel. I haven't even done a review, and it's a fragrance that I recently received it from Dubai collection. I received the whole collection to review it, but out of the whole collection, this fragrance, you guys, this is called Luscious from French Avenue. You guys, now I know how a nutty pistachio accord smells like in fragrances. This fragrance smells addicting to me, you guys. I don't know if Hair Pistachio from Paris Corner will develop into smelling like something like this one, but this, it shocked me. It shocked me, you guys. It shocked me, and I never knew I love the smell of pistachio in fragrances. I never knew. Look, I don't love green accords in fragrances to begin with, but this is a nutty green. This is a nutty green accord with lots of sweetness. It almost smells like a pistachio cream mixed with a little bit of vanilla, perhaps a touch of something spicy there. But overall, the accord that shines the most to my nose is definitely the pistachio. It smells like a little bit toasted almost. It legit smells like you have a pistachio cream with few drops of vanilla essence. You apply some like freshly grounded cardamom on top of that cream, and then you also add another layer of toasted pistachios, you know, on top of it, because it has a toasted quality about it to me. So nutty, so warm, so dense, so rich. I have to test it few more times before I actually do an in-depth review, even though I have worn this fragrance myself. Let's move slowly but surely into the heavier fragrances for today's video. I have 4 fragrances to go, and let's just start with the heaviest of them all in today's video. This fragrance, you guys, is called Gharam by Junaid Perfumes. Now look, I want to say this fragrance is not for everyone. This fragrance is definitely an acquired taste, and to fully appreciate this fragrance, you need to appreciate tobacco accords in your fragrances. If you love a good and luxurious and very well done tobacco accord, this is a must-have, or at least a must-try. You know, I don't like to encourage blind buying, but please, you guys, please, like if you have the possibility to smell this fragrance, to get a sample, to get a decant, please just try it, because this fragrance, it's in a league of its own, like when it comes to a tobacco accord. And let me just tell you, this tobacco accord doesn't lean anything like red tobacco or like tobacco vanille from Tom Ford. This tobacco accord is in a league of its own. So let me tell you how it smells like. I already sprayed it here, but I will spray to get the opening part as well. So this smells like you were to just dip your nose into a box of dark chocolate with an orange flavor, like something like a candied orange covered in dark chocolate. The chocolate accord is dark. It's not like a chocolate with milk. No, it's a very dark and grounding and deep chocolatey facet, almost a little bit bitter, but you also have different sweet accords that add sweetness to this accord. And the orange here feels candied, like a candied orange covered in dark chocolate. This is the accord. What an opening. Wow. I know this brand is not as widely available, and I know this brand doesn't release so many new fragrances, I just say every few months. But please, you guys, please, if you have the possibility, get a sample, get a decant, and try this fragrance. Please test this fragrance. If you're a lover of tobacco in the fragrances, hands down, you will not be disappointed. Not only that you will not be disappointed, you guys, but this beats a lot of designer fragrances made with tobacco. This beats a lot of, even as I say, more niche fragrances made around tobacco. The tobacco here, they really knew how to make the tobacco the center stage in a sense, but throughout different stages as the fragrance developed, the tobacco is accompanied by different accords. And in a sense, each accord emphasizes a specific facet of the tobacco. So in the opening is the candied orange covered in dark chocolate that adds a beautiful gourmand, but again, not a sickly sweet kitchen style of gourmand, a very elevated and well done gourmand accord to the tobacco accord. The tobacco accord is that specific tobacco that you put in pipes to smoke it. Is not the tobacco that you have in cigarettes, for instance. To me, this fragrance doesn't have an ashy undertone at all. It's that beautiful dry. and spicy, you guys. This smells so spicy and so realistic. If you knew, or if you have in your life people who smoke pipes, even though I don't, but I have had at a certain point I have smelled someone near me was smoking a pipe, and I have smelled the way the smoke from the pipe smells like. To me it smells just like that, but imagine the tobacco is not lit. I also detect a beautiful cinnamon. The cinnamon accord, it's almost intertwined, you know, intertwined with the tobacco here, with a beautiful deep dark plummy facet that feels a little bit sticky, and a lot of honey. But again, you guys, this is such a beautiful and such a full-bodied fragrance. You have here an explosion of different accords, but somehow, even though each of these accords is very heavy and rich and robust as a standalone accord, but together they work amazing. Not only that they balance each other very well, but like I've mentioned, they bring out different facets as this fragrance develops. Look, even for instance, from the opening till now, since I was speaking about this fragrance, now is a tobacco accord that shines more with that beautiful, warm, sweet, spicy, dusty cinnamony touch, with the beautiful honeyed facet behind. Yeah. This is a showstopper. This, and also, let me just tell you something else. If you want to smell unique, try this fragrance. Try this fragrance. The majority of the feedback that I received for this fragrance was amazing. Now, only thing is, someone told me that she finds it too masculine. Personally, for me, it's not too masculine. I love to wear fragrances like this, and also, to me, tobacco is not a masculine accord. Of course, it depends a lot how it's done, but if it's paired with dark chocolate, if it's paired with cinnamon, if it's paired with honey, tobacco, for me, the tobacco in that case is not a masculine accord. For instance, Theodoros Kalottinis had a tobacco forward, tobacco rush, or maybe I got the name mixed up. I don't know, I have a sample of that fragrance. I have tested it on my skin. Look, for me, that is a tobacco accord that leans more masculine, definitely. But the tobacco here, it feels so warm and so layered and so nuanced and so multifaceted. And let me tell you, this is a true beast mode fragrance. This is a true beast mode fragrance. I love it so much that I got myself a backup bottle, because I read somewhere that it's discontinued, but I don't think it is discontinued, because I can easily find it still online here in Romania. But you know how Junaid perfumes are when they choose to discontinue a fragrance. Yeah, amazing fragrance and amazing brand in general. I would highly encourage you to look into this brand more. Let me continue with a fragrance that I feel like it had, not this fragrance in particular, because this is fairly a new release, but the scent profile had its moment of glory. I'm not really exactly sure how many months ago, but there was a point where everyone was talking about angel share and about the inspirations of angel share. And in that moment, I have to say, I've tried Khamra, that was supposed to be an inspiration of angel share, and then people said it's only a twist on the DNA, but it doesn't really go. It has some similarities, but then it has also some added facets, and I can definitely see why, you guys. I can definitely see why, because once I've smelled angels share and I've smelled other inspirations, I can definitely sense that accord that makes inspirations of angel share emblematic to the DNA. Now, this is Royal Blend from Fragrance World. This is such a beautiful inspiration, you guys. It had, you know what I like about this fragrance? Yes, you have the apple pie. Smells like an apple pie that you have taken it out from the fridge, let's say, because it's slightly cold. But that apple, you have the apple facet here. You have that cinnamon, you know, that has that beautiful spicy touch, but it's very cold in a sense, chilly almost in the opening. But then you have here an accord that makes it feel so molecular and so modern in a sense. It's not the kind of fragrance like that, not even old school, because you still have a lot of fragrances created around a very dense, heavy, woody, resinous base. To me, this has something breezy and molecular about it. I cannot pinpoint what's that accord exactly that gives me this sensation, but I genuinely smell it. This in autumn, this in winter, amazing, wow. And let me tell you, since having this fragrance, I've worn it even in summer. Of course, maybe it's not the most appropriate fragrance to wear in high heat, yada yada. I wore it even in summer. I loved it, you guys. Yeah, see, it legit smells like you take out from the freezer, like an apple pie. It's very cold, so it exudes that cold air from within. As you lean in to smell it, you get the cinnamon, you get the apple, but it's not very warm and baked and everything. No, it's cold, you know, it exudes that chilly, crisp, cold air. A gentle but very dry woodsy accord in the background, and something very breezy and molecular. Again, I cannot really tell you what's the accord or the note that gives me this feeling, but this is amazing. This is a modernized take on an apple pie fragrance in a sense, you know, compared to Gharam, for instance. That fragrance is much more dense and full-bodied and much more opaque. This has somewhat of a transparency throughout it, even though it doesn't have that translucent quality, but it has some airiness, some transparency throughout it. It's not a fully opaque fragrance, if you can picture what I mean. I love it. Yeah, amazing fragrance. This is such an edgy fragrance, but like a chic and statement and sophisticated day-to-day fragrance. And this, honestly, with a turtleneck, when it's that like cozy fall weather, maybe it's raining, with some boots, with a beautiful jacket, or with a turtleneck, with some leather pants. Yeah, this is the fragrance that would fit that vibe amazingly. Amazingly, is that a word? It would fit that vibe very well. So we have 2 fragrances to go with, and then we are done. Let me continue with the fragrance. You know how much I loved the OG. This is December Vanilla from Paris Corner, you guys. And this is their inspiration of Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli from Kayali, that for some reason you cannot find it in Sephora in Romania anymore. I'm not really sure. I knew they said that it was a limited release. Honestly, I never believed it was a limited release. I always felt like they would somehow make it a permanent fragrance in their fragrance catalog. I wished and I hoped they would, but they didn't. But luckily, Paris Corner has our backs, and they have a beautiful inspiration of that fragrance. And not just a beautiful inspiration, but I feel like a much more wearable one. So let me tell you how this fragrance smells like. This is another fragrance that in fall, even in winter, this would work amazing for a date night, or for any occasion when you want to feel seductive and powerful but very confident. This is the fragrance. This opens up with a rum accord. It's so boozy, you guys, but at the same time it's so flavored. It smells legit like rum essence. If you are used to baking different cakes, baking everything in the kitchen, you know the scent of rum essence. So it's very flavored and rich and boozy and alcoholic. Yeah, this is how this fragrance opens up, with that beautiful boozy rum essence accord and a vanilla accord in the background that in the opening to me smells more like vanilla pudding. So it's sweet, creamy and dense rather than the vanilla used in the version of Kayali. The vanilla accord is slightly more balsamic. However, as the fragrance develops, that vanilla that in the opening smelled a little bit more creamy, pudding-like, dense, sweet, it goes into the balsamic department with a beautiful added brown sugar accord with some patchouli that adds a little bit of this dark grounding sensation to the fragrance, and with a beautiful suede accord in the background. This just exudes confidence. This just exudes, but not just confidence in a very assertive manner. No, confidence, but in a very seductive way to me. This fragrance feels seductive. It feels mysterious, very powerful. I don't know, you guys. This to me, again, these are the kind of fragrances that I gravitate towards. A beautiful fragrance, and if there would be a perfect season to wear something like this, it would definitely be autumn winter. Autumn winter, definitely autumn winter. Even though I have worn this one as well as Vanilla Royale during the warm season, during high heat, but only at nighttime. And it worked amazing. However, I feel like in this autumn winter season, this scent would shine so much. This has the potential to be a signature fragrance for someone. Yeah, and I haven't tried a lot of fragrances that smell like this. I mean, honestly, besides the one like Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli from Kayali, I haven't smelled any other fragrance that smells like this. So there I say this is pretty unique, and I don't feel like you will smell this kind of scent DNA on a lot of people on the street. For instance, if with this fragrance, with the Royal blend, it's very popular at the moment. A lot of people wear something like this. Personally, I have never smelled this DNA out in the real world in a sense, but I know a lot of people wear a lot of fragrances inspired either the OG, either some inspirations. However, when it comes to something like this, not a lot of people wear something like this. When it comes to something like this, not a lot of people wear something like this. So these fragrances are for those women who are looking for something a little bit more edgy and unique. And let's close off the video, guys, with a fragrance that I have recently added to my collection. Most likely by now I have already posted a review, so feel free to check it out. A review and a comparison, by the way, because I also compare it there with Arabian Stonka. This is an inspiration, you guys, to Arabian Stonka. Such a beautiful inspiration. Amazing, amazing. If you love the DNA of Arabian Stonka, if you wanted to try a fragrance that's definitely much more affordable, if you don't purchase it from Notino, I mean, look, maybe if you find it on Notino as a good price, purchase it, but definitely don't purchase it for triple the price, because for triple the price you can purchase the OG Arabian Stonka, you know. This is called Secret Musk from Khadlaj. This smells just like Arabian Stonka, you guys. This is so beautiful. It opens up with that beautiful, spicy, and a little bit of a translucent saffrony accord. And right behind it you get that sugar overload. In the opening it feels extremely loud, extremely projecting, very edgy, a very, I don't know, very unapologetic kind of fragrance. The sugar accord feels very nuanced, very multifaceted, very gritty in a sense, and very rich. So the opening is dominated, to my nose, by the saffron and the sugar. Then as the fragrance slowly but surely develops, let's just say the saffron moves a little bit in the background, but it's still present, is the sugar that dominates. It opens up in a sense, the accord of sugar goes much more warm on your skin. And in a sense, it loses a little bit of this gritty texture. And it feels like it melts in your skin, legit, it feels like it melts in your skin. And you also have this beautiful oak mossy touch to the fragrance. To me, as a reference, this is a tad less dark compared to Arabian Stonka. And what I mean by this, in Arabian Stonka you also have a beautiful woody accord that adds together with that slight ambery translucent facet and with that beautiful oak moss that you have there as well. All three contribute to create a much darker fragrance. That fragrance overall feels darker. This, I feel like it's a tad brighter than Arabian Stonka. Not brighter in the sense that it's breezier, airier, no, brighter in the sense that it's more sugary dominant. So to me this smells just like sugar, oak moss, saffron, and a subtle and very gentle dry chocolatey facet in the background. Yeah, if you love the DNA of Arabian Stonka, you cannot go wrong with something like this. Very strong, you guys, very strong. I remember the first time I tried it, when I received the package, I sprayed it. It was around 10 a.m. when I sprayed it on my skin, and that fragrance, when it was 6:30 p.m. I was still easily able to smell it, and the scent kept lingering after that. So longevity is amazing, projection is amazing. I have worn it, the sillage is intoxicating. The only thing is you need to love the DNA of Arabian Stonka. If you love it, amazing fragrance. If you don't love it, it's not for you. So as you guys, I feel like this marks the end of the video. A lot of these fragrances are fragrances that some of them I wear them all year round, I'm not gonna lie, but some of these fragrances like this one are fragrances that truly shine in cold weather. And let's just say the heat wave from this year in Romania genuinely taught me to wear some of the heavier fragrances in a little bit of a colder weather, let's just say, you know. This is Secret Musk. I'm just smelling this paper because I love how it smells. I love how it smells. Yeah, you guys, like I said, I would love to know what fragrances are you excited to wear in this autumn/fall season. Let me know if you have any layering suggestions for these fragrances. Feel free to put them in the comment section. And like I always say, you guys, let's just exchange recommendations and let's just all smell amazing together, because that's the beauty of it. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget you can follow me on Instagram. If you want to tell me anything, please put it in the comment section and I promise that I will get back to you. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I appreciate you a lot, you know. yeah, I don't know if I say this in every video, but I genuinely appreciate you so much. Every comment, every nice comment, because I get a lot of nasty comments, but usually, you guys, I like to think that the people who leave nasty comments are like just like passengers through my channel. You know, these are not the kind of people that have been here for a while, or they discover me and they decide to stay. No, but I feel like you, the ones who discovered me and decided to stay, I genuinely truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm sending you so much love. I hope you have a beautiful fall/autumn season ahead, filled with blessings, filled with so many beautiful opportunities, with a lot of love, with laughters, with the giggles, with a lot of health, with health in general. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I will see you in my next video, but until then, I want to wish you an amazing day wherever you are. Bye.